Salut tout le monde, je suis Rory. La vidéo d'aujourd'hui, c'est très simple. On va parler de exactly what to do when you're feeling worried, nervous about getting every single thing right in French. You're probably a beginner, maybe moving into intermediate level, and you're worried because you're not getting things right every single time you study. You know you're getting things wrong, and you don't know what to do in order to continue to progress without feeling nervous about getting things wrong. I'm going to give you my perspective because a student asked me this question. She had a call with me this week and she asked me simply, do you worry about not getting everything right? And, I gave my answer. So I'm going to explain it exactly to you in the video here today. So then for you learning French, you can apply my mindset. And then I want to make sure that you're getting good results in French because it's unacceptable that absolutely most people fail French. It's unfortunate. That's why my channel's here. It's here to help you. So let's get started. So the first thing is, do you need to get every single thing right in French to achieve your goals? If not, who cares? Me personally, this is what I told my student when I had a call with her. It's that for me, I just want to communicate well French. Talk well, listen well, have good conversations with good people. That's it. So for me, I'm going to get things wrong. I get things wrong in English every single day. Just like you. Doesn't matter. We're still fluent in English. It doesn't matter at all. It's the exact same thing for French. Don't stress about it. If you want to communicate well in French, know that you're never going to have a 100% French level. 0 people on the planet have a 100% French level, okay? But what you can do is get yourself into a point where you're communicating very fluently, very freely, using all the words you want to in all the different contexts you want to, okay? Without feeling stressed and feeling as comfortable as you are in English. Pardon me, I've got hiccups at the moment. And so to that effect, it's very simple where if you embrace that, hey, every time I'm reading and listening, I'm going to miss 20%, I'm going to miss 30%, 40%. That's part of the learning process. You're going to do very well because if you're learning French and you know that you're getting 100% right every single time, you're not actually learning. You're consuming resources that are way too easy, or you're engaging in conversations that are way too easy for you. You need to be doing things a little bit out of your comfort zone where you're having a bit of a problem. Now, pour moi, c'est très simple. Je veux communiquer bien en français, c'est tout. Fin de conversation. There's people, French native speakers, I won't put any of their comments up on screen, but if you go through my videos, you might see a couple. There's some that have come to my channel and they put a message in the comments and they're like, oh, you got this wrong, that wrong. Okay, thank you for the advice, but to be completely clear, I don't care. I make conversations in French and make conversations every single time I have that conversation in French, just like I do in English. I probably make hundreds of mistakes in English every single day. I do not care. I'm here to communicate effectively. If I get one little grammar rule wrong 100% of the time, I'm still understood the exact same, even if I got that rule right. I don't care. It's the same thing with French. Je m'en fous complètement. C'est très simple. Mon accent, ça va. Le mot dont je sache, ça va. C'est très simple. For me, I don't really care, simply because I just want to communicate well in French. So do my students. Okay, it's something where for your goals, you need to absolutely know every single French word and be able to communicate absolutely perfectly. Okay, try and achieve that. But I'll tell you that French native speakers get things wrong every single conversation as well. Do they care? No. They just communicate well. I don't care, and neither do my students, about cringe academic grammar rules that you would only worry about if you were trying to pass an exam or impress a professor, for example. I don't care about that though. I just want to communicate well with people. That's what counts for me. I can listen to any podcast, I can watch any video online, any movie. I can talk with people about any subject in French, just as comfortable as I am in English. And that's good for me. My French is probably 95% good, you could say. no one's 100%. French native speakers might be anywhere from 90 to 99%. You know, if I'm 95%, I don't care. That's cool. If you're here in this channel and you're watching this right now and you want to learn all the grammar rules and get everything absolutely perfect, there's lots of other channels you can go watch. But that's not me. Okay, you shouldn't be watching me. You know, go and enjoy the other channels. That's completely fine with me. I'm not forcing you to watch anything if you don't like me. No problem. But overall, each of my students, they do not care about the grammar rules because I've been teaching them that they don't actually matter. I've been seeing, like for example, the one girl I'm helping out at the moment, student I've got, she was previously trying to learn French for like 6 years or so previously. Native French tutor, a couple of other things, you know, classes online, other resources, books, grammar, vocabulary, everything. Nothing was really working, but we've been together now for a month and a half or 2 months now, and she's told me she's making heaps of progress. She's loving it, and it's simply because for me as well, my engagement with each of my students, it's not forced, as in it's up to them to do the work. I'm not here like a parent to say, if you don't do this, I'm going to get annoyed with you. I'm not bothered. You move along as well as you can towards your goals with everything that's going on in your life. Some days you can't do an hour of French or 30 minutes. You can only do 5 or 10 minutes. No problem. But it's knowing that, okay, you're only going to do 5 minutes today. On the week, if you did 5 minutes every single day for a week, your progress is going to slow down. That goal, it's not going to come as fast to you naturally because of the time commitment. So it's that as well. Understanding as well that overall, with your French, you're speaking, reading, listening, writing, you're getting things wrong. You need to accept that a percentage is going to be wrong every single time you engage with your French, just like you do with English, no matter how high your level is. And secondly, that even when you set out a perfect schedule to learn French and you're working on it, just like the ones I work on with my students, you're going to have times where you can't commit fully to that schedule on each day. That's normal. If you could commit to that schedule every single day and you never had absolutely any problems, that's like you're just like a robot then. That doesn't make sense. For some people that might work. If that's you and you commit to a schedule of say 30 minutes, 60 minutes every single day for like 2 years straight and you go straight through, you're in the top 1%. But for the rest of us 99% like me, I told myself, hey, I want to do 30, 60, 90 minutes a day learning French when I learned back in 2020, starting 2019. But there were days where I only did 10 minutes because of having a bad day. I got to the evening and I was like, I'm not going to sleep without getting French in. So I would do 10 minutes of a quick lesson just to make sure I still got my rep in. I still got my repetition in, right? Just like me, I exercise every day. And I exercise every day for a simple reason. It's that if I don't, then, you know, even if I'm not, you know, really going super hard on that day, I know that if I don't mentally, I will have a problem there. And I'll lose confidence in myself because if I can't keep a promise to myself, how could I keep promises to other people? Right? Like the people that are close to me in my life, students I'm helping out. That's important. And so overall from this video, if you take one thing away, it's that you should be getting things wrong. If you aren't getting things wrong, you're not trying hard enough or you're just not detecting the errors. That's normal. Don't listen to, I'd say, we can call them the grammar police. Don't worry about them. The grammar army. Don't stress because you get things wrong in English, and everyone who's saying, and you know, people you might see online saying, you need to learn grammar, you need to know all the rules. If you don't learn them, you're not able to speak well. It's just silly because when they read English and they speak English, they don't think of grammar rules. When they're typing that comment saying that, they, you know, when they're telling you, telling someone else, doesn't matter, that, hey, you need to learn grammar rules, to learn French, to learn Spanish, to learn anything, as they're typing it, they're not thinking of a single grammar rule, which is the irony in it all, okay? I hope you enjoyed this video, and my next video, what I want to talk about is, actually, no, I'm not, I'll keep it a secret. We'll bring up the next video when it comes, okay? Next week, as always, and yeah. Have a good week. I hope this video was helpful, and yeah, I'll see you later. Au revoir.